Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit UAE today to meet President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to bolster cooperation between India and the UAE. Government approves release of second installment of over 180 crore rupees to flood-affected Himachal Pradesh. Sale of tomatoes at discounted price in several locations of Delhi-NCR and Uttar Pradesh begins today. In Bihar, 22 people killed due to lightning. Heavy rain predicted in eastern parts of the state today. In cricket, India win first test against West Indies by an innings and 141 runs. And in Wimbledon, Ons Jabeur to face Marketa Vondrousova in women's singles final today. Men's singles final to be played between Novak Djokovic and Alcaraz tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today left for the United Arab Emirates UAE after concluding his successful two-day visit to France. It is the fifth visit of the Prime Minister to UAE to bolster bilateral relations between the two countries. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to visit the United Arab Emirates today following his France trip amid strengthening ties with a West Asian partner. This is the fifth visit by the Prime Minister and comes at a time when the India-UAE relationship is stronger than ever before. The two countries have a comprehensive strategic partnership that covers a wide range of areas including trade and investment, energy, security and people-to-people ties. The UAE is a major trading partner for India and the two countries have set a target of reaching $100 billion in bilateral trade by 2030. The visit is expected to further strengthen the India-UAE relationship. PM Modi will meet UAE President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and other senior officials to discuss ways to deepen cooperation in the areas of fintech, trade, investment, energy, security and climate change. This will also be an opportunity to discuss cooperation on global issues, particularly in the context of UAE's presidency of COP28 and India's G20 presidency, in which UAE is a special invitee. The visit is also expected to see the signing of a number of agreements and MOUs between the two countries. These agreements are expected to boost trade and investment, promote economic diversification and enhance cooperation in other areas. This is Vinod Kumar for Akashvani News, Dubai.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has approved the release of a second installment of over 180 crore rupees to Himachal Pradesh under the State Disaster Response Fund SDRF for the year 2023-24. In order to support the affected people, the government has already released the first installment of central share of 180.4 crore rupees to Himachal Pradesh from SDRF for relief measures. Ministry of Home Affairs in a statement said that the release of funds will help the state government to undertake relief measures to the affected people during the current monsoon season. It said, in order to deal with the situation caused by recent flash floods, cloudburst and landslides in Himachal Pradesh, the Government of India has provided all necessary logistics and financial assistance to the state government to meet the situation efficiently. The ministry added that 11 teams of National Disaster Response Force, along with rescue boats and other necessary equipment, have been deployed for rescue operation. 2 Mi-17V5 helicopters have also been deployed for evacuation mission. The central government has also constituted interministerial central teams to make an on-the-spot assessment of the situation and relief works being carried out by Himachal Pradesh government. The central teams would commence their field visits on the 17th of this month. The Gujarat government announced a relief package of 240 crore rupees for farmers who suffered losses due to cyclone Biparjoy in Kutch and Banaskantha. Briefing media in Gandhinagar yesterday, Agriculture Minister Raghav G. Patel said the cyclone had damaged standing crops as well as plants and trees spread across 1.3 lakh hectares in Kutch and Banaskantha. More from our correspondent.
Farmers who lost 10 to 33% of their total perennial horticulture crops or trees will get an assistance of Rs 25,000 per hectare. In cases where more than 33% of the total perennial horticulture crops were damaged, cultivators will be eligible for a compensation of Rs 1.25 lakh per hectare with a limit of 2 hectares. Farmers whose name have been added in the list by survey teams will be eligible for the compensation. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
In Bihar, at least 22 people were killed due to lightning in many parts of the state in the last 12 hours. State officials said a total of 8 casualties have been reported from the districts of Arwal and Rohtas, while 2 deaths each have been confirmed from Aurangabad and East Champaran. 1 death each has been reported in Kaimur, Kishanganj, Banka, Siwan, Nalanda, Araria, Sitamarhi, Muzaffarpur, Vaishali and Saran. Most of the casualties happened when people were working in the fields during the preparation of Kharif season. Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has expressed grief over the loss of lives. He announced an ex gratia of 4 lakh rupees each to the next of kin of the deceased. Meanwhile, the IMD has predicted heavy rains in the eastern parts of the state today. The department has also cautioned people to not venture out during rains in view of thunderstorms and lightning in several parts of the state. India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted moderate to heavy rainfall for the next 5 days in Mumbai, Palghar, Thane, Raigad, Ratnagiri, Sindhudurg and Dhule. According to the notice issued by Regional Meteorological Centre, Mumbai, heavy rainfall is expected at isolated places in Mumbai for the next 5 days. Heavy to very heavy rainfall is also forecast at isolated places in Raigad and Ratnagiri. Meanwhile, the national capital continued to witness a flood-like situation last night in several low-lying areas, even as the water level in the Yamuna River is witnessing a steady decline. Commuters in Delhi are grappling with severe difficulties as the ITO road has been engulfed by water due to the rising water level of the Yamuna River. The IMD issued a yellow alert for today in the national capital and predicted light to moderate rain accompanied by thunderstorms for the next 4 to 5 days. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Consumer Affairs Secretary Rohit Kumar Singh has said that there will be discounted sale of tomatoes in different locations of Delhi, Gurugram and Faridabad from today. In a tweet he said, sale will also begin in Lucknow and Kanpur with 15 mobile vans each from 11 a.m. onwards. The centre had directed immediate procurement of tomatoes from Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka and Maharashtra for distribution in major consumption centres to check increasing retail prices. The Department of Consumer Affairs has asked National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation and National Cooperative Consumers Federation to immediately procure tomatoes from mandis in 3 states for simultaneous distribution in major consumption centres where retail prices have recorded maximum increase in the last 1 month. The Consumer Affairs Ministry added that the cycle of planting and harvesting seasons and variation across regions are primarily responsible for price seasonality in tomatoes. It said, apart from the normal price seasonality, temporary supply chain disruptions and crop damage due to adverse weather conditions and other factors often lead to sudden spikes in prices. Union Minister for Civil Aviation Jyotiraditya Scindia inaugurated a new runway and a dual-way elevated taxiway at New Delhi International Airport yesterday. With this, the IGI Airport New Delhi has become the first airport in the country to have 4 runways and the first airport to have an elevated taxiway. The taxiway will help reduce taxi distance for aircraft by 7 kilometers and annual carbon dioxide emissions by 55,000 tons. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Scindia said, under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the civil aviation sector is not only contributing to the transportation sector, but also becoming a key enabler in the rise of the economic power of India. He added that this taxiway, along with the 4th runway and the new integrated Terminal 1, will make Delhi Airport future ready and fulfill the dream of creating a major international hub.
भारत में एक नई ऊंचाई दिल्ली के एयरपोर्ट के द्वारा छू रहा है। ईस्टर्न क्रॉस टैक्सीवे का लोकार्पण किया गया है। 2 किलोमीटर लॉन्ग ईस्टर्न क्रॉस टैक्सीवे, इस पर क्षमता है दो एयरबस 380 या बोइंग 777 को लेने के लिए, और जो सपना भारत के वासियों ने कई सालों से देखा था साकार हो रहा है।
BJP's Rajya Sabha MP Prakash Zavadekar has said that India Post is a testimony of digital India, as services like passport, Aadhaar and banking are now being provided through post offices. He was speaking after inaugurating 2 special covers on Mahila Samman Savings Certificate Scheme and Mahadev Koli tribe in Pune last evening.
जिस तरह से पोस्ट मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में पासपोर्ट केंद्र बन गया, कुरियर का केंद्र बन गया, कॉमन सर्विस सेंटर बन गया, फिर डाकिया के द्वारा पैसे मिलने का केंद्र बन गया, पेमेंट बैंक बन गया, तो इतनी सारी योजनाओं के कारण पोस्ट का जो भी रूप था वो अब एकदम बदल गया है।
National Film Development Corporation NFDC, in association with the National Museum of Indian Cinema and the National Film Archive of India, will launch a new initiative today. Under the title NMIC's Chronicles of Timeless Treasures, classic and iconic films that have shaped the Indian film industry will be screened every Saturday at 4 p.m. at the NMIC auditorium. The screenings will be free for all museum visitors on a first-come, first-served basis. The inaugural event will feature the 1957 legendary film Pyasa. NMIC's Chronicles of Timeless Treasures will offer film enthusiasts a chance to rediscover the everlasting charm of classic movies. In cricket, India defeated the West Indies by an innings and 141 runs in the opening test in Dominica. Indian off-spinner Ravichandran Ashwin's 7-4-71 set-up victory against an ill-equipped West Indies batting lineup. India declared their first innings at 421 for 5 and grabbed a massive lead of 271 runs before the West Indies came out to bat in their second innings in the afternoon session. The hosts were bundled out for 130 in 50 overs in their second innings, and the match ended in just 3 days yesterday. The second and final test will begin on July the 20th at Port of Spain in Trinidad. In Wimbledon, tennis, 6th seed Ons Jabeur has set up the title clash with unseeded Marketa Vondrousova from the Czech Republic in women's singles. The final will be played today. Spanish top seed Carlos Alcaraz stormed into the final, defeating Russian third seed Daniil Medvedev 6-3, 6-3, 6-3 in the second semi-final at the All England Club. He will face Serbian second seed Novak Djokovic in the men's singles summit clash tomorrow. Earlier, Novak Djokovic defeated Italian 8th seed Yannick Sinner in the first semi-finals in straight sets 6-3, 6-4, 7-6. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Prashant Kumar Sinha.
Thank you, Sunil. Dailies have reported colourful photographs of the Chandrayaan-3 liftoff on their front page. Bahubali rocket LVM-3 puts Chandrayaan-3 into orbit, headlines The Statesman. The Times of India headlines, Moon Ki Baat. Series of pacts sealed as Modi and Macron hold talks in Paris, outline bold, ambitious goals, writes the Indian Express. Prime Minister Modi has been honoured with France's highest civilian and military award, the Grand Cross of the Legion, reports the Pioneer. In Delhi, water levels drop marginally. Floodwaters reached the Supreme Court's doors, writes the Asian Age. ITO and Rajghat submerged, 3 children drowned, 25,000 evacuated. Army and Navy provide aid, adds the paper. With the inauguration of the 4th runway and a new taxiway yesterday, Delhi Airport gets a big capacity boost, reports the Hindustan Times. And used in many food and drink, WHO has classified artificial sweetener aspartame as a possible carcinogen, reports the Tribune. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Prashant. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit UAE today to meet President Sheikh Mohamed bin Zayed Al Nahyan to bolster cooperation between India and the UAE. Government approves release of second installment of over 180 crore rupees to flood-affected Himachal Pradesh. Sale of tomatoes at discounted price in several locations of Delhi-NCR in Uttar Pradesh begins today. In Bihar, 22 people killed due to lightning. Heavy rain predicted in eastern parts of the state today. In cricket, India win first test against West Indies by an innings and 141 runs. And in Wimbledon, Ons Jabeur to face Marketa Vondrousova in women's singles final today. Men's singles final to be played between Novak, Djokovic and Alcaraz tomorrow. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.